Okay.
Yeah, so people don't actually know in the 7:30 timing start. I did not make the pop man.
It's fine.
Yes.
They will they will come in. They'll pop in.
Jasper, did you not have trouble going on or like normal naman no? Umabot ka 7:30. Okay. Oh wow. Is that like a paid thing?
Yes.
Oh. What's the perks of that?
Priority.
Priority? Okay. Ngayon ko lang narinig yan. Right. Right.
Yeah, first. Is that like Grab Unlimited? No, Grab Unlimited is just a discount.
Yeah, yeah.
Or super priority lang si Angkas VIP. Yeah, nobody's here. It's just us. Yes, it's just broadcasted to the.
Announce nyo sa Discord.
Yeah, announce ko nga.
Sabi pa natin March eh.
Yeah, that's right.
But you know, this is a test run, and Jasper has come through for us tonight. So. You start ayun. Ngayon ko lang nakakita na the countdown has started. Alright. There we go. Right.
Hello to the other one or two people in the Facebook stream. What up?
Yeah, what's up,
Good evening.
guys? Yeah, this is
Sa YouTube ako, alam ko ako lang eh. Ako pa lang so far.
Yan yung mga taga-Kenya na nagbo-boost ng stats natin.
Hey guys, we are early tonight.
What up, France?
Hey, France.
Una si Pops tonight.
Yeah, what's up, man? Yeah. Spread the word that I don't know about starting tonight or just is it just a test run?
I don't know kay Jasper. Jasper is host
Yeah. We're gonna ask
host the
Jasper.
key to our live streaming.
But it came through tonight, so thank you,
Di
Jasper.
pa rin siya nagtuturo sa atin eh.
Ay, sabi Jasper, diretso nga. Okay.
All right, if you say so.
Yeah. But to be fair, di pa naman end yung DST. So for me, it's still good. But I don't know when it ends. Let me look it up. Ano, begins pala, sorry.
Please hit my music and yeet!
My name is Colin Cash Money Cannon.
What do we want to talk about?
Hey, this is the Cosmic Cactus, Paul London.
You're still just a kid.
Hello, WWE Universe in the Philippines. This is Charlotte.
Because mommy is always on top.
This is Lola Vice. I love you so much.
They love my Latina heat.
What's going on? This is Xavier Woods, aka Austin Creed.
You are CM Punk.
We are pretty deadly. Yes, boy. Yes, boy.
To say his name.
Say his name and he appears.
Stan C, the voice of Philippine wrestling. University of the Philippines, Diliman.
Romoran, the fancy daddy. University of the Philippines, Diliman.
Chino Liao, Best Gout Machine, San Sebastian College Recoletos, College of St. Benilde, De La Salle University, International Academy of Film and Television.
Emile Neyt, small forward, the Ateneo de Naga University.
And you're listening.
You're listening.
And you're listening.
And you're listening to the Wrestling Podcast.
And you're listening to the Wrestling Podcast.
To the Wrestling Podcast.
The Wrestling Podcast.
On our Wrestling Podcast.
The Wrestling Podcast.
You're listening to the Wrestling Podcast.
Yeah.
You are watching and listening to the longest running weekly episodic Filipino wrestling podcast. This is the Wrestling Podcast. Stan C, Romoran, and Emile Neyt checking in on a Monday live stream. We haven't done this in a couple of weeks because we were out and about with the Brian Kendrick last week. But tonight, babalik tayo sa regular programming, and we're really happy that we actually get to break stuff down for you because a lot of stuff did happen over the weekend, and we have to talk all about it. But before we get to that, how was your week starting, boys?
Wait lang. I mean, hey, thanks to everyone who dropped by sa Vintrocon on Saturday. One of the better showings we've had sa Vintrocon. Going from the last one that I was a part of, I wasn't expecting a lot. I wasn't expecting much at all, but people came through. The crowd over at Gale was really great. Pati yung mga friends, mga Yu-Gi-Oh players that dropped by, really enjoyed the short program that we had. We didn't run for more than 30 minutes, if you believe that. So 3 matches in only a half hour. That's got to be a new record.
Yeah, I saw that hard bump Ro took on the floor of the rock of the wall.
It's not the worst bump I've ever taken, but
I mean, but still, it was outside of the mat. So I imagine hard.
Gotta do it for the art, man.
Yeah, so yung Robinson's Galleria, a site for snakes and wrestling.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, the fear was real. Kasi there had been incidents of physical altercations, if you will. So the fear was real that we
from
would
a different community.
Down. Yeah, we would get shut down if we were too violent. But I did my thing, made people wince at my chopping, and we did not get shut down.
So yeah, congrats to our friends over at Puso Wrestling and the people over at Vintrocon for a fun weekend. Emile, nasa Naga ka, di ba?
Yes, I'm in Naga currently. I had to take some rest this weekend considering last weekend was so busy for me. So, nakapagpahinga naman, and we're ready for another week.
All right. So for those of you wondering bakit 7:30 yung start time natin ngayon, this is actually going to be the new start time come March when daylight savings time begins. Kasi si Emile Neyt will have to prepare for work an hour earlier. So 7:30 p.m. is the happy medium, and out of nowhere we just decided to give it a try. Tingnan natin kung kakayanin, and medyo nilalangaw tayo ngayon on the live stream, but it's fine. You guys will find it. You'll see the notifications.
Our regulars are here now. So Doc G.
Oh, there.
Julian AI, even Rowan is in the chat. So YouTube, medyo matumal, pero it's to be expected.
Martin is also here.
Thank you to everyone who's here. Captain Mike is here as well.
Yeah.
Captain Mike barely, literally missed the show by like a few minutes.
Oh, no. No.
Yung Sabado.
Sayang. But yeah, one last thing before we get to the wrestling talk. Crap, I forgot what I was gonna announce.
Ano?
I'll remember it later.
Jesus.
I literally was about to announce something wrestling related,
Sorry,
and then
it's my fault.
I forgot. Yeah. Yun, naalala ko na. If you haven't seen or listened to the Ilya Dragunov interview we did 5 years ago, it is up on YouTube. It's also, I believe it is up on YouTube in full. So go catch that. You'll see Ro, Chino, and myself talk to Ilya. This is pre-Rowan and pre-Emile as well.
I wish I was there.
Maraming salamat to our friends at Centaur Marketing for giving us not just the opportunity to talk to Ilya, but also the opportunity to talk to him exclusively for 10 minutes. Diba? So
yeah,
that was pretty cool. I don't know when we'll do that again. I guess when WWE returns to cable TV, I guess, in the Philippines. But yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah. Maybe one day kung magka-live event na ulit dito, but we don't know when that'll be at all.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Man, I've been waiting for that for years.
Yeah. Saying hey to Jarrett, who is joining us on Facebook for the first time. Hey, Jarrett.
Hey, Jarrett. All right, let's start with some news outside the ring. And as we always do kapag WWE outside the ring stuff, I'm going to yeet myself out of this chat.
No.
Jasper,
No. You can stay. Because this isn't about the company. This isn't about anyone in power. This isn't about Vince McMahon even. It's about the fans. So if you didn't know, Janelle Grant testified, I think, over the weekend on Friday, U.S. time. So this isn't about the case because you guys already know what the case is all about, how we feel about the case, how we feel about the people involved. This is about the fans, actually. This is about people who are really just shaming Janelle Grant because of the details of the case, because of what happened, because of the specifics of her relationship with Vince McMahon. So I just wanted to say shame on everyone who is shaming this woman for speaking up, for shaming her for speaking up against Vince McMahon, speaking up against shame on you for shaming her on her looks, her appearance, her specifics of the relationship previously, saying that she deserved it and all of that, insinuating that this all happened because Vince stopped paying her and all that stuff. It's really, really fucking low. This is the worst of the worst behavior. I'm not even going to touch on the fact that a lot of people want Vince back. That's not even part of this right now.
Oh my god, yeah.
This is really just about the fact that we live in the wrestling fandom is largely a misogynistic culture that is taking Janelle to task just because she is sharing her own experiences. So, guys, if you listen to this podcast, if you watch our podcast, and you feel that you agree with the people who are just really antagonizing and making her the villain and all this because of what she did, because of how she affected the company, I think you can stop listening to us, because we're never going to take your side. We're not going to take we're not going to do any of that. We're not going to shame her. We're not going to perpetuate this culture of misogyny and trivialize and undermine everything that she's been through, whether it's real or not. I think it's very real. I think the fact that she has the guts to say all of this is telling of what the situation is. So I hope if you are here, if you're listening to us, I hope that you are better than this. I hope that whatever you feel about Triple H's current booking, I hope that you don't go this low as the people who have nothing nice to say at all about Janelle Grant and how what she did impacted everyone. Not just the company, but all of us, because we consume the product, right? So, pati naman tayo affected, but God, she doesn't deserve any of that vitriol that you're spewing her way.
Yeah, I won't add to that. Say, bro, that's pretty much said everything that I want to say, and I'll just say, kung walang magandang sasabihin, edi shut up ka na lang.
Yeah. Kala ko ba wala kay dadagdag? Ba't nagdagdag ka pa?
I just want to put a foot.
Hindi, nagdagdag kay Emile Neyt eh.
No, but seriously, Inya, please, we implore you to, those listening to us here, just be better about this. Don't be terrible. Don't be a POS.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's step into the ring for some wrestling talk, and we've got a couple of highlights here from Collision weekend. So let's start with the Young Bucks and how their entire family has gotten involved in the feud with FTR. So if you've been following this story, this is actually a years-long rivalry, even predating yung pagdating ng FTR sa AEW, diba? If you follow the meta of it all. So at this point, naging personalan na because FTR dragged the Young Bucks' older brother Malachi in there, and then they even got physical with the Young Bucks' parents in the latest chapter in their story.
Right. Yung walang nakita si Malachi Jackson. Like I know there's a third young buck.
He's not very young.
He's actually older.
Yeah.
He's not very young at this point. You see.
Yeah. So, I mean, they were in their hometown kasi yata nung collision. So, the family was there, and it adds something to the story kasi we were parang hindi naman sa ayaw natin, but we have seen the Young Bucks versus FTR too much in the last 5 years, but hey, this is something new, to the story. It makes it more personal.
Yeah, I mean, they tried to up the ante here. Like, I admit that it was intriguing that everyone in the Massey family, even their mother, diba? Their mother got physical a little bit. They agreed to do all of this. I still don't agree really with the wisdom of having FTR Young Bucks 3 or 4, whatever number it is already. But at this point, I can kind of forgive it because they tried to up the stakes emotionally, and then they also involved the Rascals and GOA and the entire demand. Diba? So props to them. They tried, or they're trying, rather. They're trying to do their best to make it as good as possible, or at least as fresh as possible. So, I still don't fully buy into this rehashing, but I can attest that this is like a step in the right direction.
Mm-hmm. Over on the women's division, Thunder Rosa's back. We haven't seen her on TV in a very long time. And now she's in the AEW Women's World Championship picture. And as I was watching this, Ro, all I could think of was yung usapan ninyo last week about Megan Bayne and how Megan hasn't won anything since she came to AEW. When dumating siya, she was supposed to be like this big monster threat against Toni Storm. And now she's not even in the Women's World Championship picture at all.
No, it seems like Megan Bayne is going after the TBS title.
Yeah, what Emile said.
Yeah.
It is what it is. She can't even beat Willow. So I hope that she does. I hope that they do make her beat Willow. So she does need something. Because it would be okay if she wasn't presented as this literal goddess, diba? But she was, and she hasn't been winning. So they do need to correct that. I know that I'm a big Willow fan. I'm a big Harley Cameron fan. Pero at this point, this isn't it. You do need to give it to someone else. That you do need to fulfill a lot of promises on that end.
Yeah, I agree with all that. I already said my piece about this last week. Megan Payne she's just championship material, but it's a shame that until now she hasn't won anything yet. She's been in AEW for a year plus now. So it's
what
time.
about the return ni Thunder Rosa? Na she's immediately going after Tekla.
I mean, my constant fear about it is she's gonna challenge Tekla, she's gonna lose, and wala. After that, she's not gonna do anything.
Okay lang kasi I feel like this is like reparations for Thunder Rosa not being booked for 8 months, I believe. So let them have it. Let them kind of mix up the women's championship picture a little bit because at least it's fresh. At this point they have a lot of women going around. I feel like they can do a lot of different things here. So I don't mind Thunder Rosa mixing it up and being the detour ni Tekla for, I guess, the next couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Let's take a quick Emile Neyt dance break, and when we come back, everyone's favorite rage baiting segment makes its return to the live stream.
By my side, and there ain't no
All right, let's talk about WWE now from over the weekend, and let's bring in our favorite rage baiting segment. It's time for Playa Neytin with Emile Neyt. Emile, who are you Playa Neytin on tonight?
All right, so the subject of the Playa Neytin tonight is one Cody Rhodes. So on SmackDown, they had a backstage segment where nakita niya si Sammy. And this is after the events of, I think that was a week ago, where parang Sammy helped him in the match, but Cody took advantage of the situation to win the match and qualify for the chamber. So Sammy called him out on it, which rightfully so, like rightfully so, kasi Cody, kinupan niya si Sammy in the match. But Cody was justifying, no, Cody was justifying na, oh, it's a wrestling match, the match wasn't over and all that. And Cody basically, basically told Sammy in his face why he isn't WWE champion. But the worst thing out of all of this is that Sami Zayn was the one who apologized to Cody Rhodes.
So who are you really mad at?
I'm mad at Cody Rhodes. Kasi
Why?
he was unapologetic about himself. For me,
It was a triple threat match.
Siya yung nasa mali dito. No. He was wrong for berating Sammy in that segment, not necessarily the match. Because I also understand from his perspective that, hey, this is a wrestling match and I need to win to qualify for the chamber to get my title back. But him berating Sammy and, telling him why he isn't champion, come on, that crossed the line because he's supposed to be your friend and he helped you in the match last week, diba? And the thing that I don't understand here is why Sami Zayn was the one who apologized. Like, he doesn't have to apologize for anything. And
the
parang,
irony.
Parang siya pa yung may utang na loob kay Cody. That's why nagsasorry siya. So, come on. And the thing that as we go on here, the more I don't like Cody Rhodes, the character, nagiging kupal na siya. And my big problem here is, what if he wins the chamber and we get Cody versus Drew at WrestleMania? Because that is going to be a bad matchup because both characters have no redeeming qualities at all. I can't root for Cody Rhodes as a babyface against Drew at this point. He's just as kupal as Drew. He's just being cheered by people. So,
wow.
I don't want to see Cody Rhodes winning the chamber here because that's going to be a bad matchup for WrestleMania. Sorry.
So interesting.
Nagsorry ka pa?
after going after Sammy for saying sorry, you say sorry. Okay, so interesting thing. I know now that they're deliberately trying to make Cody a heel or at least, a bit of an asshole here because it worked on young master Emile Neyt here. So my litmus test of whether or not somebody is a heel is when Emile gets triggered. Like literally every time Emile gets triggered, I know, okay, they were doing the right thing, or they're doing an intentional thing. So yeah, Mark Henry pointed it out. Somebody else pointed it out. People are pointing it out. People are kind of seeing it. So I feel like it's very, very heavy-handed here. Now, Cody isn't literally the goody two shoes that he was even a year ago. So it's pretty clear now what they're trying to do here. So I'm gonna let this one play out, and I'm also gonna let the fact that Sammy is written like how old is he now?
40.
40 plus
40 or 41.
40-year-old virgin in the way that he is naive, diba? Parang tanda-tanda mo na, you are part of a marginalized sector of society, and you still see the good in people, diba? So there's also a story arc there in, like Miles Bourne in NXT, diba? So they're doing that, and they're trying to make Sammy quote unquote grow up, even though he's been betrayed so many times, right? So yeah, it's always interesting. It's always amusing to see Emile's reactions.
No. Here's the thing. I'm gonna be okay with it if they go all the way with the Cody heel turn.
Sure.
But my worry here is that they go with the story just to get to the chamber, and then he wins the chamber, and then after that, because his opponent is gonna be Drew, he's gonna go back to being Goody Two Shoes again. That's gonna be the
That's a good
inconsistent,
point. Yeah, that's a good point.
inconsistent booking that I will call out once I see it.
Oh, sure. Do that. But I feel like they're also doing it intentionally because everyone and their mom caught on to what Cody was doing. Diba? Even the crowd in the arena booed because Sammy apologized to Cody. So
nagsorry siya, lakas ng boo.
Oh, so they knew what they were.
right.
I don't think they didn't know what they were doing here. I don't think we were back in the Cody of AEW, where according to Cody, he was being a heel by acting like a stuck up face, diba? like a trapo, diba?
Yes.
So I feel like there is something to this that's more than what's being let on here.
Yeah, I just really find it funny na Cody is getting a lot of hating from Emile Neyt as Black History Month is about to end. Kailan patapos na eh. Saka mo pa pinuntirya si Rahim.
Oh.
We can call him that now because he acknowledges that nickname now.
Yeah,
in canon.
It's in WWE canon.
I hope you all enjoyed it.
How dare you go after Rahim?
I hope you all enjoyed the return of Playa Neytin. It's the first one this year.
No, on that note, I do think they are setting up for a lot of people in the WWE Championship picture. So you have Cody and Drew, obviously, but you have Jacob. You have Sammy, and who else? Whoever else they want to add. I think at the very least, it will be a 4-way because of all the people who are in this orbit. I feel like they owe it to us, especially with limited slots at WrestleMania.
Tanong ni Doc G sa comments, do you see the Cody heel turn happening after WrestleMania?
They should do it on Chamber, honestly.
So last year it was Cena, this year it's Cody.
Yeah, might as well go all the way with this. Yun nga sinabi ko kanina. If they revert back to him being the good guy, then
sure.
That's not good.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about the Elimination Chamber since binanggit nyo na rin. Kiana James scored a massive upset defeating Charlotte Flair and Nia Jax to qualify for the Women's Elimination Chamber match. So, hindi man natupad yung goal niya to make Julia a triple champion. She herself, si Kiana, she was saying, but she's mouthing off after she won na all that time I spent ringside, I was studying, I was preparing myself for this moment. And then she's in the Women's Elimination Chamber. Probably the biggest spot Kiana James has been in since she joined the company.
I love this. This is a big W from them. I love her showing at the Rumble. And after that, I was hoping, okay, maybe they could shine a light on Kiana James a little bit. Kasi before that, she was just, di ba, yung parang manager ni Julia. And she could go in the ring. We saw that in that match. That was a tremendous triple threat match that we saw on SmackDown. And she could go. She could go in the ring. And I'm glad to see her in this spot. I may not see her winning the chamber just yet, but this is a good start for Kiana James.
That would be the day, she won the chamber.
Well, maybe next year.
I think they're trying out new stars here. I feel like they're trying everything they can to curry a lot of goodwill because there's a lot of bad will right now. Sometimes about the creative, sometimes about or most times about the ticket prices. So I feel like they are kind of in back against the corner mode, back against the wall mode, trying to do everything they can to appease the people and draw people in for WrestleMania.
All right. Let's get to the men's elimination chamber naman. Trick Williams scored the biggest win of his career when he qualified for the men's elimination chamber. So he defeated Damian Priest and Carmelo Hayes to qualify. Ano pa, they even touched on yung history nila Melo and Trick, about the Trick Melo gang in that triple threat.
Yeah. Again, this same situation as Kiana James, even though ito mas obvious when he came in, they were giving him wins against Phoenix, against these guys. So this is on track to what they are doing with Trick Williams. So again, not seeing him winning the chamber, but this is a good spot for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, congrats to him. They're clearly they're clearly riding the wave while the iron is hot, to mix my metaphors here. But yeah, congrats. Melo is the U.S. champion. Trick gets in. A lot of good stuff happening for the brothers over on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, let's go to Raw, which is happening in less than a day as we're recording this. So let's do a bit of a Raw preview here kasi Monday night, diba, dito sa atin ngayon. So who's rounding out the Elimination Chamber? Dalawa na lang yung triple threat matches na mangyayari. So first for the men, we've got Bronson Reed, Jey Uso, and the original El Grande Americano.
It's gotta be Bronson, diba?
I actually think it's Jey Uso.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, wait, who's the fearless at the moment? Diba? Trick, Javon,
LA Knight, Randy Orton, Cody.
Trick, Javon, Red. It's gotta be Bronson.
Yeah.
Wala pang representative of Vision.
Yeah, actually. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
right.
I'll go with Bronson now.
Wow, bilis naman akong bid si ni Emile.
Yeah, because that's right. I mean, they gotta be involved here.
God, they really put original in his name. I hate it so much.
Yeah, I hate this whole thing. Again, I watched the AAA episode yesterday, and it's.
Well, we will talk about AAA.
We'll talk about that. But I think Bronson gets in. Kasi I think El Grande Americano will interfere and cost the original El Grande the match.
All right. So women naman, we've got the triple threat match between Raquel Rodriguez, Io Sky, and Kairi Sane for that final spot.
I think Raquel gets in.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And she is kind of a favorite if she gets in because it plays off the tension of who's Liv gonna choose. Because up until now, Liv hasn't, chosen an opponent yet. And so
wala pa.
The chamber match, hindi pa clear kung what title shot are you gonna get by winning it. So by having that, by having
the title shot is whatever the WrestleMania winner doesn't pick.
Yun nga. So
whatever the Rumble winner doesn't pick.
Sorry,
yeah. So it's interesting if you have Liv and Raquel both going after titles. So that's I think the most interesting outcome that could come out of this. So
you're calling your that in for the PLE. Raquel yung pick mo to win this triple threat and then win the chamber.
Yes.
Okay.
Interesting. All right. We'll do our predictions pa naman, yung official ones on Thursday sa live stream natin. So let's see kung magbabago ba yung opinion ni Emile Neyt after whatever happens on Raw. Speaking of Raw, yung pinaka-highlight is that it will be held in Atlanta, Georgia, which is near Marietta, Georgia. Or Gainesville, Georgia pala, sorry. The hometown
Marietta
of AJ Styles.
Who's Marietta's
Cody
Marietta?
nga pala.
It's Cody.
Oh, okay.
Cody's from Marietta.
Before he was built from Atlanta, he was built from Marietta, which is his actual hometown. So yeah. So from Gainesville, Georgia, the phenomenal AJ Styles will be appearing. There will be a tribute for AJ Styles. What do you make of all of this before we watch Raw in a few hours?
I think this is for real. Because they've been posting videos on YouTube.
But that's what you do when you sell that it's real.
You got all these superstars crying because he's retired for good.
That's what you do.
So are they faking tears? I don't think so.
No, they're not faking tears. They're probably also being worked.
Oh God.
I think it's gonna be like the Mark Henry retirement.
What? I've got a lot left in the tank.
He did those shit already.
No, not
in that sense, but
not in that sense.
Yeah.
In the sense that it's not over because someone's gonna, I think Gunther. I think they're gonna go for AJ Gunther
again.
3. Yeah.
Yeah, why not for Mania, right?
For Mania.
Wow. So Gunther AJ is your WrestleMania bet.
Hindi naman siya napasok sa Elimination Chamber eh.
Yeah, thanks, Javon. Thanks, Dragon Lee.
It's really funny how if indeed this is the case, it's really funny how WWE is selling the whole thing. like posting videos on YouTube.
I
Like,
mean, how
paying
else would you?
tributes.
My God, Emile, if they didn't do
I
that,
know.
all the
Emile,
more you would think.
Would you rather itong mga videos or like a long ass Facebook post?
No.
I prefer the
What
videos.
Emile is saying is why are they selling it like it was real? Of course they would sell it if it was as though it was real. If they didn't sell it as though it wasn't real, diba?
Yun nga, yun yung ano.
It's not like it's not like you're some idiot on Instagram who's trying to gain clout by pretending his retirement is real, is fake or whatever. I don't even know anymore. That's how fucking stupid it is.
Not talking about AJ Styles. Ro wasn't ranting about AJ.
Oh, definitely not.
To be very clear. Okay,
At least with AJ, I know there is a shred of doubt that the retirement isn't real.
Okay. So, you just laid out the case for the retirement being an angle, diba? Like there's another story waiting to be told here. But on the flip side, what if it goes the other direction?
Nah. Okay.
Na AJ's actually retiring lang talaga in Atlanta.
Retiring from WWE in Atlanta, I feel.
I mean, di ba Shawn Michaels also had some sort of like this na parang tribute segment on Raw. Ric Flair had one. So it's not far-fetched that this is for real.
Okay.
It could be real, it could be not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that if it were not, obviously they wouldn't telegraph.
Okay.
Right. They wouldn't telegraph it by not going all in. You know naman, sasabi ko kay Emile.
Yeah, fair. That's fair.
All right. Sige. Let's go to Mexico for AAA. And we are getting a big lucha de apuestas match between El Hijo del Vikingo and Dominic Mysterio. So ito na, they set the terms for their match. If Dom wins, Vikingo can no longer challenge for the AAA Mega Campeonato. And if Vikingo wins, Dom has to leave AAA.
Let's talk about that segment first.
Which one? The hospital segment?
How did they get from the contract segment to the
wait, by the way. Is this worse than Hangman pulling a Cody?
Actually, they kind of booked themselves here in the corner, honestly.
What is up with everyone booking this booking this stipulation?
Like I told you, it's lazy booking. This trope right here is very lazy booking. It's also very predictable.
Is it? Is it really predictable? This one, this
given these stakes, Emile?
Because both of them are facing like permanent stakes.
Oh,
yeah.
That makes the Rey de Reyes match one of the most important in recent AAA history.
I think Dom
just
is
because
done,
of these stakes.
I think Dom is done with AAA. I think he has spent time there. He has done the
banning
excursion.
him permanently from.
I mean, again, stipulations like this doesn't really stick.
Sure, I guess.
Right? So, but still, the whole can no longer title for challenge thing is so lazy for me. So,
ang akin naman is not because of the stip, but I feel like they already achieved what they want to by finally turning Vikingo heel.
Yeah.
Kasi for the longest time, he was forcing the issue in his in the last days before the WWE acquisition ng AAA. So, okay, na-establish natin that the once hero of Mexico at one time is now someone that is absolutely despicable. Like he even tore the IV line, yung suero ng kapatid niya. My favorite spot of the week.
That segment was so random. So, bakit na-hospital si Mini Vikingo?
Because he crippled Mini Vikingo. That's what he was saying.
Yeah, okay. Tapos,
anong pinaka nakakatawang hospital spot? Stone Cold and Vince McMahon, Tajiri and Maven with Tori Wilson on the side, or the Vikingos?
I mean, obviously that's a classic, but the Vikingo one is really like tinakdag yung suero tas hinila. Imagine how painful that must be. And he flipped the
Flip the bed, yeah.
The bed on four Mini Vikingo.
I thought it was pretty funny. I thought the whole segment was funny.
So Mini Vikingo is literally a kid. He's not even 18.
Wow.
Yeah. He's not even 18. Kaya ganun yung katawan niya kasi nga teenager pa eh. So, diba, maliit si El Hijo del Vikingo, mas maliit si Mini Vikingo.
That's why he's Mini Vikingo.
Yes.
He did all that just to prove a point. to Dom of what he's capable of doing. So, they get points for that. Because what the fuck was that segment? It was so funny.
Mm-hmm.
So if you got confused by EGA2 being a face in Mexico and EGA1 being a heel in Mexico, it's even more confusing when you think that Dom is supposed to be a heel.
Yeah.
And then he rebuffed EGA2, and then now they're they're working together.
Yeah, they were
and they're
the
supposed to be the
face
faces,
here.
in this story.
Yeah,
So-
again, calling out the inconsistency in the characterization of the two characters.
Hell of a booking run by Mark Calloway.
Di ba sila nag-uusap dito?
I don't know, man.
Because, again, I was watching it and, EJ, or the original Gane Americano 1, did attack EJ2 from behind. So
Yeah, he did.
That's a heelish move. So, or maybe these were...
So is telling your friend that that's why you can never be WWE champion.
Yeah. God. Yeah. Maybe they're gonna improve on the next taping. Maybe they're gonna reverse that. Are these
I don't think they're gonna reverse it. I think they're going by the vibes kasi ng crowd. And for the most part, they really love Dos. Kasi he really does honor the Mexican culture. Like that guy is doing his greatest, his greatest work. Diba?
True.
That guy has become a national hero.
Oh.
Yeah.
Going back to heelish things, you know what a real heelish thing is? Stealing your friend's girlfriend when he's baldado in a wheelchair with a neck brace.
People don't think John Cena's a heel.
Pepperidge Farm
God.
remembers.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was the most heelish thing Cena has done. And he was still a babyface. Like, come on.
Mm-hmm. Okay. One more thing from Triple A. Let's talk about the Oswong.
No. My God. You're doing it wrong. It's the Oswang.
Pala yung Oswong is the Walker Stewart pronunciation.
No, it's the Chris Charlton pronunciation.
Yes, it's the Oswang. Oswang, as our friend
Graves.
Corey Graves says. Yeah. So the Oswang, TJP, he served a beating to Laredo Kid, basically declaring his intentions to go after the AAA Cruiserweight Championship. And, bro, you're noticing na itong gimmick ni TJP in AAA is basically him putting together various elements from the last decade of his career.
Yeah, it's insane. So he debuted
Insane good, insane bad.
I don't know yet because I guess parang I think he's trying to bank on the fact that, okay, I'm this super well-known face here, and I'm like the Undertaker where I can incorporate all the elements of my previous characters and you can accept me as TJP, diba? So he debuted a new theme which is very similar to his old what was that, Fighting with Power, something like that.
Playing with Power.
Playing with Power, the 8-bit theme from the 205 Live days. So I think he had Def Rebel do a new one. So it wasn't the theme he debuted with last month. So then he's wearing the Aswang. Why am I saying it like that? The Aswang. the Aswang armbands na may dugo, tapos yung mask niya na may fangs, tapos yung eye contacts niyang pula, tapos he's wearing the checkered design from his younger days in Mexico as the Pinoy boy. Then he's wearing the yung loose pants and all that stuff. Kulang na lang magsuot, ibalik na yung the bronze soldiers niya from 205 Live days.
And it was still doing the crown. The United Empire crown.
Oh God, seriously? I didn't catch that. Jesus.
He still did it on the recent episode. Yeah, this one.
This one. All right.
Yeah. Still doing that.
I'm sure he doesn't. I'm sure he knows that Undertaker doesn't know what it is. That's why he's getting away with it. So yeah, he assumes that you've seen him all around the world, which is probably fair because he was in New Japan for the better part of the past decade, right? I guess it's okay, but I don't know. At the risk of him finding this and commenting on Twitter again, he's not really a valuable. He's not really a cherished veteran. to bank on this kind of thing, this kind of nostalgia act. I don't know, man. I feel like he has to stick to something, diba? Like okay, if you're gonna go with the aswang, go for the aswang. It's cool naman eh. Like I will admit that the visuals are cool. Yung blood was cool. The monster stuff was cool. Even the Pinoy pants are cool. So I feel like kulang na lang is the commentary and the presentation really harping up the fact that I don't know, like you're Pinoy and you are a Pinoy monster from folklore, right? So I would love for you to ditch the whole video game music thing.
Oo nga no, kasi napaka weird kasi he's going out to this like video game theme song, and then he's presenting himself as an aswang. So
And he's wearing a fur jacket.
But I know when he made his AAA return a few weeks ago, akala ko lang, parang one-off. And he's gonna have this match, and he's gonna, he's not gonna be back for a long time. But I think this like the main progression after the match kasi he got
he's pretty much
robbed.
here to stay.
Yeah, so he's
the
pretty
story.
much, so he's pretty much, I think, in AAA for good, I think, this time. So it's maybe it's not gonna be long since we see him again in WWE.
I don't think
who
so.
Knows? Who knows?
I feel like
they're the same bubble.
They are, pero alam mo yun, for the most part, they've been kept out of the main roster stuff.
Aside from Mr. Iguana.
No, not even. Mr. Iguana hasn't been kept very long in the mainline brands, diba? Like for the most part, he was just doing cameos. Like I feel like they're doing their best to really silo off AAA as its own thing in Mexico.
Yeah, wait, I will say though, I love the format of the Sunday show because it's 1 hour, and I miss 1 hour wrestling because we're not really getting it anymore. Because all of the shows are like 2 hours now.
Yeah.
So I miss the format of 1 hour wrestling. We'll get like few matches, some squash, and then the main angle of the main event. So big props to AAA for delivering some really good programming here over the last few weeks.
Yeah, so that's actually for the Fox format kasi diba yung TV
yeah.
deal nila is with Fox in Mexico. So that's why they keep saying Fox lalo na nung big premiere sometime last month. And it's only available on YouTube for the rest of the world. Kaya natin napapanood the way it is with the awkward commercial breaks kasi nga it's actually being broadcast on cable or terrestrial television in Mexico. But yeah, going back to TJP, I just gotta say, the fact, Ro, that you were able to spot all of the different bits from TJP's career tells all of us how closely talaga you followed this guy's career over the last, I don't even know how long anymore.
No. You can laugh, but it's true. San is right. And sometimes I'm still ashamed of it. So yeah, he was the blueprint for many of us, diba? So many of us in the industry. So
at one point, he was actually emulating the moveset ni TJP.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah,
I do mention this on
your moveset really.
I do mention
there's
this
a
on the
lot of
podcast.
similarities. Yeah.
No, my early moveset, not now.
Not now. Okay.
Not anymore.
Like when we were getting started sa Makati Cinema Square those days. Yeah. So yeah, go watch AAA, guys. It's really fun. Like Emile said,
really good.
Kung wala kayong magawa on a Sunday or if you need something to put on in the background while you're doing whatever you do on a Sunday, AAA is not a bad way to go about it.
Here's the endorsement for AAA. Like if you long for the days where you were legitimately amazed by wrestling, AAA is the show to watch. It really is. And CMLL as well. Lahat ng Lucha Libre. If you're able to find CMLL. It's just CMLL is so hard to watch because they paywall their weekly episodes on YouTube.
Tsaka walang English.
Yun din. AEW hasn't really gotten around to that. But Lucha Libre in its home state, diba? In its home country, is so much fun to watch.
So
people were afraid, diba? People were afraid na parang AAA would become too Americanized after the WWE acquisition.
In a way, it kind of is because of all the American talent that's on it right now. But I feel like it wasn't much of a deviation from what they were doing before WWE bought them. But at this point, kita mo lang na, okay, dumami nga yung English-speaking talents kasi na-infuse siya from the WWE roster, and then sometimes medyo tapunan siya ng mga hindi nagagamit sa WWE, like sina Omos, diba? And sina, unfortunately to say, sina Santos Escobar, right? Whom, by the way, is is working a program for those with elite ball knowledge with the Dr. Wagner Jr. Diba? So really good stuff. It's good then that they are kind of giving back from with the people, with the talent that they kind of stole off of the independents from AEW.
Like Los Garza. Oh.
Yeah, diba? And kind of recycling and repurposing the ecosystem over in Mexico. But it's still pretty fun. Like maybe if you're a purist, but it's still pretty fun.
Yes, yun, yung mga WWE talent that get sent there, medyo 50-50, like Spanish-speaking 50-50, diba? So like you've got Lola Vice and Dominic Mysterio and Santos Escobar. So, hindi siya yung sasabihin mong sobrang na whitewash yung lucha libre presentation.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the only Americans there at the moment are the War Raiders, diba?
Yeah, the War Raiders.
Yeah, they have a scheduled match in a few weeks.
Si Apollo Crews, who also wrestled there, diba?
Yeah.
So yeah,
I
believe the Machine Guns also wrestled there for like a year
they
or two.
were. Yeah, they did. I just wish they would bring back yun na nawala when they acquired AAA, the six-sided ring. That's a staple. I mean, from all the shows that I've watched previously of AAA before it got acquired, they got the six-sided ring. So I wish they would bring that back.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I don't think they would.
Let's wind down here with picks of the week. Meron ba kayong picks, Emile?
For me, it's Kiana James versus Nia Jax with Charlotte Flair from
God damn it, I was going to pick that. Okay, sige. Go.
Yeah, because, again, I'm a big Kiana James fan.
Are you?
Yeah. And I was happy in her performance in the Rumble. I'm I'm happier with what I saw in SmackDown with the way she won, and now she's in the chamber, and it was really also a good match. Both Nia and Charlotte are veterans in the ring, pero nakasabay si Kiana James, and it was the best match on SmackDown last week. So I'm picking that.
Mm-hmm. Ikaw, Ro.
All right, support local, support Filipino. My pick of the week is from ROH last week. There was the ROH that they taped over in Sydney. It is the Sisters of Sin. Julia Hart and Sky Blue versus Becca and our very own Aisha. It's a really solid match. Like, syempre, it's ROH. It's kind of their developmental, and it's where the slightly less experienced talent get to hone their craft, diba? But like you can see there, Aisha is ready for TV. Like I hope you guys watch it kasi literal galing sa atin to. Although lumaki sa Australia. She not only is she good looking enough to be put on TV with Andrade and Hangman, she can believably ball out there, and it looks easy for people who just watch, but it takes a lot of experience, a lot of training to even look like you hang, even in a losing stint, diba? In a losing effort. So go watch that. I want you to watch that because someday they might pick her up from Australia. Maybe someone does. I do believe that she deserves to be picked up because she didn't look lost out there. She didn't look weird. She didn't look awkward. And that is saying so much about how someone is trained and how someone gains experience in the independent circuit.
I think with someone like Aisha, if she's really one to watch if you're after yung representation angle, in the sense na she's really, really Filipino. Like her name, her shoot name is very Filipino. Her looks are very Filipino. Alam mo yun, like di siya happy eh. This is no disrespect to our halfies who are also representing and carrying our flag. Pero iba talaga. No. Iba talaga kapag, di ba, Pinoy na Pinoy yung itsura mo and yung pangalan mo. Like it's more halata na Pilipino ka, diba? That's all I'm saying here. Again, no shade, no disrespect to.
How could you say that? Your champion was a happy. Our flag bearer in our own group was a happy.
Well, yes.
How can you say that? My God.
I'm just saying na, it's easier to claim them as one of our own.
Jesus
as opposed to someone that hindi kasi half ano naman yun eh, you know what I mean? That's it.
Pakita ko to kay Panzer.
To be fair though, Chris Panzer speaks more like a local.
He does, but he doesn't look like a local. You know what I mean?
But you get what I mean. You get what I'm saying here.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about, but still.
Hindi na ako nagpaparinig about anyone. That's the thing. Wala akong pinariningan, and I mean this genuinely. I'm just really saying that Asia, like Asia really looks like she's one of us, you know?
Yeah.
And it would be great if, if and when she gets picked up kasi, that's like talagang representing talaga one of our own.
Yeah.
So there.
Fair. Right.
All right. My pick is Miles Bourne growing up. That was super fun. Really love the segment. Yeah. You guys talked about it in the live stream, so I won't say too much about it other than Miles Bourne getting his teeth was a fun arc to watch. And I'm excited for the North American Championship match against Ethan Page.
Hope he wins.
One can say that he finally heard what Ethan Page was saying.
Oh no! Oh no! To be fair to Miles Bourne, his Tron literally has the words, "Can you hear me now?"
Yeah, I know. So I can make this joke because he makes this joke about himself.
Nagkisabay siya sa mga jokes, which is
no, siya mismo yung promotor. Like before Miles Bourne was even on people's radars, he was already making jokes about his disability.
Shit. So really good for him. So hope he wins though. Hope he wins. I did say it nung live stream na now that I think, di ba sinabi din nung NXT na Ethan Page has the longest title reign or the most defenses.
Sure. Most defenses,
yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's a setup. It's a setup for his eventual loss to Miles this week.
I think like the crowning glory of Ethan Page's reign is the fact that he's making new stars to the guy. Like, he understood his role in NXT. Diba? Like, I think this is and in doing so, I want to comment that mas naging star talaga si Ethan Page. You know, he really is the biggest deal he ever is in his whole career. Like, they tried to do that push in AEW, but they couldn't get behind him. And they didn't get behind him. But they did this. And then he gets in a meaningful story with Miles Bourne and so many other people, like Chelsea Green and all that. And now he's like a really indispensable part of the roster. Like, sometimes you really do have to go elsewhere for people to see your worth.
Yeah.
And it works both ways. It's not just one company. Yep. It really does work both ways.
Yep. Parang na lang. Any other field, diba? Sometimes you just have to leave and set up shop somewhere else. And then that's where you'll end up thriving.
Yep, sure.
All right. Any plugs before we wrap this one up?
None for me. None for me. Yeah, just
all right.
Follow the pod on all social media platforms, and that's it.
All right.
Yes.
For me,
sige, go ahead.
Quick plug on my end. If you're into reality television, especially Survivor, there's an episode of the podcast Pod Friends that I briefly appear in alongside a lot of past players. So medyo weird. I don't know how I ended up there. Shout out to friend of the podcast, Matt Scott, who put that together. So we talk about why Survivor is important to us as we celebrate Survivor 50, which premieres this week. So yun. So go catch that if you are into reality TV. The podcast is called Pod Friends.
Any special thing for Survivor 50?
May viewing party sa Thursday kaya wala ako
No, I mean,
sa live
for the
stream.
season, are there like
Yes, returning players. All returning players.
That
with some as old as season 1 and season 2.
Oh shoot, that's gonna be good.
Yes. All right, Ro.
Couple of things to plug. I am officially booked for DexCon Wrestle.
Yes.
3. Yeah. The main Max retirement tour starts with this stop.
Yon.
We are challenging for the SPW Southeast Asia Tag Team Championships, along with a whole bunch of other people.
Yes.
So, dexcon.helixpay.ph. Use my discount code DXCENROM. That's DexCon ROM. So, yeah, no vowels there except for the ROM. Again, DXCNROM.
This is looking pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of good stuff over there. And syempre, if you are a Magic the Gathering fan, you are also part of the scene here in the Philippines. We interviewed Sar, aka Shopao Famorcan. He is a pioneer of the competitive scene and a store owner. Go check that out over on the Bolus Club PH podcast. Meron nakinig ng podcast based on my plugging here in the Wrestling podcast. So thanks for that.
Crossover.
Yeah, crossovers do actually work. So go check that out on YouTube and Spotify.
Teka lang, may naisip lang itanong since we have like 5 more minutes before we hit the hour mark. Ro, let us know your thoughts on the ring name Romeo Moreno.
I saw that.
I want to know how they came up with that performance center name. Like, did someone see me say? I just wanted to know if I was an inspiration for that name, because it really is very close, y'all. It's very, very close.
I mean, it's a very generic Latin name.
Is it though?
I don't know, Emile. I'm not from Latin America.
Is it though? Like that? Those two particular. I know maraming ibang Romeo Moreno. Like I have Googled the name, and other people.
This man is literally the third of his name.
Okay, so
the third of my bloodline with this name. And syempre, there are people in other parts of the world with my exact name. So yun. I know it's a thing. I just don't know. You're in wrestling. I'm in wrestling. Somebody see my name, and all that. Somebody see my name because Kit Wilson reposted me on his feed. Yun na naman gusto ko malaman, diba? Like, and personally, if I ever made it to WWE or in AEW and got put in a position where I had to change my name, I wasn't gonna go with Romeo Moreno either. So, I have thought about this. So I just wanted to know talaga. Like, did you see me and steal that for me? So I just wanted to know. But I also understand, some fans saying that it's generic and all that. The idea of using shoot names or government sounding names is kind of a little too commonplace here in the West, right? So gets good in yun. Like, I feel like we do need more gimmicks nowadays.
So mas prefer mo yung mga pangalan na Braun Breaker instead of Romeo Moreno?
Not necessarily Braun Breaker. Like, I feel like we've played out yung two-word names at this point. But Braun Breaker is like at least a step in the direction I was looking for. But I feel like people are also kind of tired of hearing kind of ordinary sounding names.
I feel like there's certain shoot names na talagang bagay for wrestling, like Kurt Angle or Brock Lesnar.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, with those things you don't change, but I can see Hero's point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I for one cannot wait to see Romeo Moreno debut on NXT.
Evolve yata ang pasok niya kasi performance center talent eh.
All right, I still gonna. I think
isn't he from the Indies?
Yeah, but
an ID talent.
I'm not ID, pero still.
Okay.
Baka he might go the same way Elio LeFleur did, and he might just show up on NXT one day. So we'll see. We'll see what Romeo Moreno's fate is. Part of the legendary line that also includes Mike Sandata. All right, we got to get out of here. Thank you so much to Babyface producer Jasper for putting up with all of our shenanigans and always putting us over. Thank you to everybody who caught this episode of the podcast, whether you're part of the live stream, sa YouTube, sa Facebook, or if you're catching the audio-only version. Make sure to subscribe to the pod. It's at Wrestling Podcast or at Wrestling2XPod. Follow the podcast feeds as well, lalo na dito sa YouTube if you're watching. Sobrang laking bagay nun for our algorithm. And make sure to follow us individually. It's at Roeswar, at EML_Meister, at Chino Supersized, and at _Stan C. We'll catch you on Thursday, or they'll catch you on Thursday. I'll be watching Survivor 50. They'll catch you on Thursday with a live stream at 8 p.m. On behalf of Ro Moran and Emile Neyt, I'm Stan C saying thanks for catching another episode of the Wrestling Podcast. Stay safe, stay healthy, and don't be
toxic!
Wrestling Podcast out.